Hey everyone, it's Armor Gaming. Welcome back to the channel and welcome to Monster Legends. Welcome to an exclusive first look at the brand new Galactic Mythic monster, LUMOONA. If you want this monster, she is going to have to be purchased from the Era shop. She's the exclusive Era monster. Huge shout out to SP for giving me everything I need to make this video. They provided the monster, all the cells needed to take it to rank 5, all the gems I use will be reimbursed, and they also provided the food to feed this monster all the way to level 150. She looks amazing. Best design so far, especially at that adult form, so much detail. Alright, LUMOONA once rescued Captain Copperbeard and gave him a new life. So when Copperbeard found Astronaut, he knew that the first monster in his crew who deserved a transformation had to be her. Thanks to her new powers, LUMOONA IWA will play a role as important as ever in the crew of the Curse of the Cosmos. Portal of Nancian deals moderate magic damage to all enemies, applies Mega Stun, Curse, random negative effects to all enemies. Alright, starting things off at rank 0, you have Anticipation. So we all know that when any enemy does an ET skill, you get an extra turn, or you jump in before the enemy. Immune to Possession at rank 1. At rank 3 you get Immune to Freeze. At rank 5 that'll upgrade to an Immune to Control. Alright, and then you also get an area random positive effects to the whole team. I think this can be devastating. At the start of the battle, you never know what can happen. It's like fighting Gaizul. Maybe your team gets evasion. Maybe you get Immune to Torture, which can really help out in this meta. Maybe you get dodge area. Maybe you have a top monster with dodge area. Like, there's so many benefits to that random positive effect. So I like that. In terms of the newer monster we've seen, I love the Anticipation, the random positive effects. Immune to Control is nice. Is it really needed? Most of the time you have a top monster, mega top monster. I guess with a top monster, there's some good synergy because now you don't have to worry about getting denied. But yeah, overall, I like her trait. It's probably the best one we've seen so far in the new era. Maybe you can argue that TAUNT, the top monster, Shaolion, has an advantage because he can actually be jumped into meta teams. But hey, I like this. Anticipation, Immune to Control, random positive effects. Let's compare her stats to the other monsters in the game. Alright, so here she is compared to the other Galactic monsters. Now let's take a look at her life stat. Her life stat puts her slightly below Admiral Copperbeard, 140,847. It is tied with that of Brigader Holter. In terms of a power stat, let's see her power. I imagine she's going to be weak. Yeah, she's a support monster, not an attacker. 10,505. That is the weakest of the Galactic monsters that we know so far. Her power stat is even less than the average of the Blossom Mythics. And then the speed, how fast is she? She is crazy fast, 8690. She's officially the second fastest monster in the game, and that is only because Sam and Colby are faster with 8712. ICU deals low magic damage to an enemy and then applies blind to an enemy, 15 stamina, 0 cooldown. Voodoo Needle removes negative effects from itself, can be used at any single time, 0 stamina, 0 cooldown. Borrow Vision deals moderate magic damage from one enemy and then it applies possession and blind to that enemy monster. And it is spammable, so you can use the skill over and over and over again. So unlimited possession, and assuming you have the stamina for it. Now, the fact that it blinds, this is a good and bad thing. It's a bad thing because obviously if you possess the enemy monster, you want them to attack their own team. So the blind makes it so they might miss against their own team. But if the possession happens to not land, quite a few of the new monsters are immune to possession, at least you're also still just blinding them. Alright. We have Landmore Rise, removes all negative effects and applies a random positive status effect to one ally, requires cooldown. So the cleansing aspect is always nice, especially when there's so many dots in the game. And you give a random positive effect, who knows what this could be. This is typically the kind of skill you give to your taunt monster, your mega taunt monster, because they're the ones that take all the negative effects. Alright, we have Stellar Kalof, removes negative effects from all enemies, and then applies a random positive effect and a random elemental protection to all of your allies. So it's a way to cleanse from the enemy and give your team some random stuff. Undead Mojo deals moderate magic damage to an enemy, then removes negative effects and applies a random positive effect to all allies. So I am a bigger fan of this one. It doesn't removes negative effects and applies, yeah, I'm a huge fan of this one. Not so much this one. Well, it might be useful to have both. I think, and I've mentioned this in every single video, literally, we live in a world, in PvP at least, of Mega Taunt and Taunt and dodge area monsters. So being able to remove from all the enemy monsters, it's not as beneficial. We have Eyes of Lao, removes positive effects from one enemy. There we go. Applies blind and random negative effect to all enemies. Iffy on the random negative effects to the enemies. I think I'm a bigger fan of positive effects to yourself. And then we have Cold Blood. Alright, this is new. Bypasses Taunt and Mega Taunt. So it's a pierce for Taunts and Mega Taunts. Nice. Applies Cold Blood to itself and possession to one enemy. Okay, so basically, it doesn't matter if there's a Taunt or Mega Taunt monster. You can choose to deny whoever you want to deny with Cold Blood. That's awesome. It's a single possession. So, this is what makes this monster stand out. And we're definitely going to be seeing Cold Blood on more monsters, I imagine. So it's a Pierce, but only for taunts and Megataunts. So Cold Blood with a possession, that's a must-have skill. And then you want to be able to cleanse from your allies. So removes negative effects and applies random positive effects to all allies. So Undead Mojo, these two are musts. After this, I think we would go into removes positive effects from enemies, applies a random positive effect to all allies. Possibly Stellar. Removes positive effects from one enemy, blind and negative effect. Removes positive effects from one enemy. So all enemies, one enemy. They both don't deal damage, so you don't got to worry about triggering stuff. I guess the question is, what do you want more? Do you want to blind the enemy? Or do you want to give your teammates elemental protection and positive effects? Removes negative effects from itself. I don't think that's needed. Spammable blind, I don't think it's needed. This one, arguably. But you might say, oh, it's better to run the AoE version of it, right? So you'd probably do Stellar over Arise. And then this one, part of me wants to run this because what if you just want to keep possessing, right? So Borrow Vision, and we'll do Stellar. We won't run the Cleansing against the opponent, which might be a mistake. Ah, man, this is difficult for me. Maybe we do go with this one, and we'll see what happens. Wait, no, that's the wrong one. Positive effects. We'll do the enemy one. Remove positive effects from all enemies. Random. We'll try it out. We'll see what happens. All right. So the Cold Blood mechanic, that is interesting. All right. Let's talk about relics. So the cool thing about this monster is if she dies, she does come back to life. We'll give her a Master Staff, so stamina is not an issue for her. Revival. And in terms of the new talents right now, I can't wait till I get some of the newer talents. But let's just give her something that heals the team. That's good. Remember, all the monsters now have a relic that can give them stamina in case they're below stamina, so that can be used as well. Runes, this is actually one of the few monsters that can actually be ran like all speed runes. Let's see if I have them. Boom. So we're going to go all speed on this monster. You can literally go run. You could go first, Cold Blood, deny who you need to deny, and go from there. And then follow up with Possessing again, or Denial and that kind of stuff. Keep in mind at rank 5, this monster gets area random positive effect. I was going to showcase her at rank 3, but you know what? Let's just jump her up to rank 5 and let's play with that random positive effect at the start of the battle. Okay, so we're going to try this team out in PvP. It's not often I get to use a denier, so this is going to be interesting. We're using King as our Megaton monster. Maybe I should be running the single cleansing skill, but that's fine. Amania as an attacker. And let's see what happens. We're taking on a Volt. Good thing I have Anticipation, so that won't be a problem. Again, all my monsters start the game off with a random positive effect. So here we have a Damage Mirror, Dark Protection. Here we have a Dark Protection. Oh, wait, what's the Dark Protection from? Is this from the King? I actually don't even know where that's from. So the random effect is 100% Damage Mirror. She also, what does she have? Immune to Torture, and then 100% Damage Mirror here as well. Alright, let's see what we can do. So there's no taunt monster to bypass. I think I will do, we have dodge area monsters, Possession and Blind. Let's just go with the Possession and Blind and see what happens. Regular Possession and Blind. And then Catholicon. Oh, I didn't need that. Enlightenment. Dark Shocks. I get an extra turn. Alright. Oh, wow. I wasn't expecting to kill him. Positive effects from all enemies. So we can do that. And there we go. Giving myself more positive effects and protections as well. It's just a lot to... it's a lot. Okay, Cold Blood, don't care for it. We'll just attack here. And then finally you got to attack. Boom. So this was actually my main attacker. Alright, Nimbus. Cross. We'll do Capricorn. Alright, Res. Photosensitivity. Alright, we'll finish you off. Maybe should have finished someone else off. I'm trying to transfer here just so I can attack twice. Borrow Vision, Possession. Let's see what happens. Oh, Possession is blocked. Well, let's just finish you off. Okay, let's just go on to the next battle. Obviously, I want to see a taunt monster or a Megaton monster to get the most out of her. It's interesting. She has a crazy good design as well. So much detail in the design. Alright, where are the taunt Megaton monsters? My goodness. Alright, we have a dodge area. So let's see what happened. So we have positive effect protection, cool, trade protection, and evasion on my Megaton monster. That is super useful. And I am going, see, here's a good example, like even if there was a Megaton taunt monster, hey, our hearts linked, I could immediately try to possess Uriel. That way I don't get cleansed away here. Regardless, we can just borrow vision and possess Uriel. So no cleansing for you, recharge. Supreme Fun, that does remove positive effects, unfortunately for me. Now I'm going to take possession of Cherub Cupid. Good thing I have my spammable borrow vision, and only the blind landed. Keep in mind I mentioned that, like, hey, if the possession doesn't land, at least you still have something else. Let's finish you, and then my attacker. I mean, I'm good to just attack here. Pisces, oh, emotional Pisces onto myself. Give you a little hit, bam. All right, ooh, no resin. Do that. So yeah, just using myself. Do that. Finish you off, come back, using Amani as an attacker and just being able to utilize the mechanic of possessing the main threat turn 1. It's pretty interesting. This is definitely a monster. I don't think it should be like a PvP meta monster. She might get some usage. She's definitely a good war monster. A fantastic war monster. We are still not fighting anyone. So I can showcase my stuff, but that's fine. Alright, so Stellar removes positive effects from all enemies, applies random positive effect, and protection to all allies. So finally get a chance to use it. Let's do it. Stellar, boom, all positive effects are gone. My monsters have all these random effects now. My goodness, triple damage over here. What? Skill mirror, damage boost. It's hard to keep track of everything going on. Alright, we are going to take possession of... I think the smartest play would be take possession of you. Maybe you reversed... Oh, God. I'm not going to do that. Pisces, we're going to damage boost. I think my king is going to deal some serious damage right now. If it doesn't get cleansed away... Oh, man, this would have been good. So let's stun. Nope. Alright, this is going to hurt. Okay. Ooh. I don't even know how he died. Alright, we are going to do... I think we just got to finish him off. I love the spammable possession. Super useful. Super useful. Removes negative effects. I don't have anything. Let's do... Possession doesn't work on anyone. We'll just do this. Immune to control. Lots of other protections. I literally... Well, I guess I can... You already have anticipation, so I can remove from here. There we go. Rich. I'm just going to recharge. I'll take possession next turn. Rotten. Alright, we got this. Airdrop. We'll do our hearts linked. I don't want to blind you. We'll remove your positive effects. There we go. Ooh, reverse healing. There we go. That's exactly what I needed. Damage boost. Ooh, there you go. Ouch. Borrow vision. I can't possess you, but we can kill you. Oh, there we go. Spammable. Oh, why did I get so much weaker? Run, anchor. No. I wonder if I could win a 1v1. Let's finish you off. I think I could. Yeah, so you have reverse healing. I could just keep possessing every other turn. I think we'd be okay. Awesome. On to the next match. I'm shocked we still have not found a taunt or a mega taunt monster, but we will keep battling. That is okay. That is okay. I think there it is, Marimotus. I was going to say, if it's like Marimotus Uriel or any taunt monster Uriel, that's where you do our hearts linked, take possession of Uriel turn 1, run someone with sigil, and then you can, if assuming you kill someone, you can reuse this, keep chain possessing the Uriel, so you can make it so he never ever revives his allies. So that can be pretty darn good, right? Like, ideally I wouldn't be using Omnia, I'd be using like a Pierce monster, a Serpent's Hex. I'll showcase you right now. But luckily we ran into someone. Alright, unfortunately he's immune to possession, that's annoying. We are immune to possession as well, so so even though I could finally do it, there's no point in it. Gosh. I think the smartest thing is just give ourselves random positive effects. There we go. Enlightenment, Anticipation, Resentment, Fog. Right back at you. Possession, Blind. More random positive effects. I think we'll just do that. Damage increase. Alright, I am going to do... Ooh, if only. Too much anticipation for my liking, though. Alright, let's take a moment to look through what all my monsters have. We have a double damage, a dodge area, a trade protection, a dark protection, a nature protection, a stamina regen. Whew. We have a triple, a double, a dark, an immune to torture, a metal protection, a stamina regen. We have a double, a skill mirror, a dodge area, an immune to control, 100% damage mirror, trade protection, dark protection, fire protection, stamina regen. My goodness, so much stuff. So much stuff. Let's add in a max life increase. Let's do that. Alright, Frosty Flood. That's fine. He's gonna like cleanse all my positive effects. Oh, Volt Supercharge. No, he didn't. Alright. The cool thing is I can still attack whoever I want. So I'm at the point where I can kill Galvanus. So bam. There we go. And just like that, Galvanus dies. That was too fast. I need to slow it down. I don't care for doing possession. We'll recharge. Ooh, if you happen to give yourself a positive effect protected, and then you do your cold blood skill, you'll keep the cold blood. So that'll be pretty darn cool. We are not going to do anything. We're going to recharge. Hard as a diamond. Anytime Dark Volt does an ET skill, I don't think he will. My anticipation will trickle in, so that'll just help me out even more. Borrow Vision is all I can do. Recharge, recharge. Oh, that's so funny. Let's cleanse. All right, no more anticipation for you. Now I can buff and recharge and do whatever I want. Check it out. Turn transfer. Our hearts linked. Oh, that's so weak. Borrow Vision. But we can attack Volt now. There we go. Let's attack you. Yeah, cool. Straightforward. Boom. Blind. Spammable. Boom. Alright, let's find an Uriel base. So yeah, any Dark Volts on defense? Yeah, I can see this monster definitely getting some usage in PvP for offense. Not so much defense, but offense, PvP. I can see this monster getting usage. If only it was a Pierce. I wonder why ESP didn't just do applies Pierce. That way you can also like take... maybe they didn't want it to be too powerful and be able to take care of these evasion monsters. So we'll just remove positive effects from everyone. There we go. Give myself a bunch of random negative effects. Of course, Pierce monster doesn't care about that, so I take all this damage from stuff. All these relics, talents kicking in. There's too much going on. I don't even know what's going on. We'll give her... oh, whoops. Wrong skill. I was going to do like more positive effects. Alright, let's end this one. This is a loss. Pierce monsters are still going to be annoying. They're still going to dominate the meta. Alright, but speaking of Pierce monsters. Serpentex. Serpentex, boom. Alright. I think I have him. Yeah, he's maxed out. I haven't fed him yet. Oh no, he is fed. Awesome. Let's give him Varamagma. And let's give you a Slumster's Trap. Alright, let's do this. This will be the last battle. I didn't find that many Taunt and Pierce monsters, but it's okay. It's okay. Alright, cool. We did end with a Mega Taunt monster. And a Drobana is probably who would go first. So, Mega Taunt monster, our hearts linked. And unfortunately, it's a miss. That darn Bulwark monster. Alright. Speed this up. Yeah, design is super, super cool though. So if he was possessed, he would not have done jungle on me. He would have attacked his own team. If it was an Uriel, you know, same thinking. And then the Pierce monster goes and kills everyone else. So really your first purpose is go first, deny the main threats. And after that, you can do what you need to do. Do you need to remove positive effects from the enemy? Do you maybe need to remove positive effects from your team and apply random effects? Like, you do whatever you want. So bam, get rid of that, all these random effects. And that's how LUMOONA works. So I like her a lot. I think she's a really great monster. It sucks that she's the exclusive arrow shot monster, but it is what it is. She's amazing. I might pick her up myself. With that being said, guys, let me know what you guys think about it in the comments below. Thank you very much, and remember to subscribe.